Good afternoon, traders. This is Tony D from Easymarkets in Sydney Dealing Room. Just a little update for you today. We have the RBA just coming out. As expected, though, the market was little changed. There was little to go on from what they've said there. A little bit of concern about slowing housing prices, but nothing really to change the direction of the Aussie, which is still under pressure, still trying to find a bottom in the short term, and being driven mainly by US dollar. So US dollar has been very strong in the last 2 weeks. Aussie's been lower. But just around the corner there is a big level. So if you're looking at a daily chart here, you can see the low from last December was at 75 and 75 flat, so 75.00. We're nearly there now, and this level is a noted level. If we break below it and close below it, it is going to get potentially much more bearish than it is right now. And if you're looking at the big levels around the market, you've got the euro dollar approaching 120. And you've got the dollar yen approaching 110, and these are all coinciding at the same time. And the pound is approaching its big support, which is at 137 from its previous sell-off. So there's multiple levels that are being tested at the same time, and that's sort of how the market sometimes sets itself up. If they're all going to break or they're all going to hold, and the US dollar trend is probably going to be dictated by that. There is big data later in the week when it comes to the US and the NFP, and there's also fairly big data out of Europe this week regarding inflation numbers. But the big thing is whether the US yields and the US dollar trend is going to continue or not, and that's what we really have to wait and see as we get to these critical levels. Yeah, so it's a little late to start selling the euro and the Aussie and the pound as we approach them. And if you're looking to buy, then these are the levels that need to hold. If they bounce off it, then you can hop in with the market reversal. If you're looking at the stock market, there was a little bit of weakness coming through overnight after the pretty nice stable reaction last week. So I haven't really seen too much direction there. There is some action happening on the ASX. It did finally break back above 6,000 today. Now, whether we can hold above here, it's mainly that the Aussie dollar has gotten weaker. So all things being equal, if the Aussie dollar gets weaker, then Australian equities are cheaper on the global stage. That's why you're going up. Now this effect is normally seen in the euro, where when the euro goes down, the DAX goes up. But you can definitely see it here in the Aussie dollar as well over the last week. With that being said, final thing to note: a lot of countries are on holidays today. You have China, you have a lot of Europe on holiday for the 1st of May, which is May Day, Labor Day, and so you might see less than normal volumes going through during the European session. US session should be as normal though, and then we should get the lead there. Towards the later end of the week, if the US dollar has paused in its rally, what you will see though is a little bit of profit taking as we head into that NFP number, and that's very normal because of such a big risk event. That if you are long US dollars, the natural thing to do is to take some profit off the table before we have the big event risk that can move the market 100, 150 points, and especially can we cause a reversal in US dollar that would see some of those profits disappear. Alright guys, we'll have more for you tomorrow, and in terms of some of that data, we'll have a bit more of a preview of the US ADP and the European CPI. Cheers.